So just recently, I feel like it's really changed. I feel like everyone that I'm talking to, everywhere that I see, is really starting to consider Southern Maryland as a place to live in Maryland. And I want to talk to you about why everyone is choosing to do that. So let me give you some pros and cons of it, just so you know. All right, what's up everybody? This is Schou here with EXP Realty in Maryland. If this is your first time on our channel, scroll down, click the subscribe button, click the little bell so you can be notified every time we put out new content, and it helps other people just like you find my content so they're informed when they move to Southern Maryland. Also, if you're looking to move here, make sure you call me, text me, however you want to get a hold of me, and I'd be happy to help you make informed decisions when you're moving to Southern Maryland. And last but not least, scroll down to that first comment, click on the link, and it'll schedule a Zoom meeting one-on-one with me where we can talk about your home buying needs. All right, so like I said in the beginning there, a lot of people are considering a move to Southern Maryland. More and more when I'm talking to people, outside of the Southern Maryland region and that capital region, in other areas of Maryland, Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., Virginia, they're really starting to consider Southern Maryland as this place to go. And I asked them why. So I really wanted to figure out what's making them want to be here, and I wanted to tell you so it can help you make your decision a lot easier. There's going to be 5 things we're going to talk about that are pros for moving here, and then I'm going to actually tell you 2 things that some people said, I'm thinking about moving there, but these are the 2 cons why I don't want to. All right, so my first thing, a lot of people said, they love the rural feel of Southern Maryland. Now, don't get me wrong. Southern Maryland is definitely more rural than Montgomery County, than other areas in Maryland and other areas of DC and some areas of Pennsylvania. It's not just like farms and fields. There's a ton of stuff to do around here too. So I would call it more of a sparsely suburban. There's nice little neighborhoods pocketed throughout the landscape. There's plenty of places to go shopping for your basic necessities. If you're looking for a mall, if you're looking for IKEA, depending on where you are in Southern Maryland, you might have to travel 30 to an hour and 30 minutes. But for the most part, it does have that nice spread out feel where you're not on top of each other, where you're just kind of able to enjoy, more nature than you would in a city area. I'm always amazed because people come to our house and we live, in a sparsely suburban area, and we have groundhogs and rabbits and all that kind of stuff. And when people come from different city areas, they're almost afraid of all the animals around us. But for us, it's just normal. And honestly, I don't think I would have it any other way. Okay, so another big thing is people are looking for the best bang for their buck. So home prices in Southern Maryland, now compared to other areas in Maryland, not compared to nationally, but compared to other areas in Maryland, especially in the capital region, apples to apples, the home prices are more affordable. Now, there are pockets of Southern Maryland that can be pretty pricey. I'm thinking of Leonardtown and Huntingtown and Dunkirk and areas like that throughout Southern Maryland. But for the most part, you can find a really affordable home within Southern Maryland in St. Mary's County and Calvert County or in Charles County that can really suit your needs and won't break the bank nearly as much as if you're looking in, say, Annapolis, or if you're looking in Potomac, or you're looking in other areas around that capital region like Bethesda and Chevy Chase. So it's a good compromise when it comes to home prices. Number 3 is just a slower pace of life. You take your time, you really think about if you want to go out or not, because it takes you 20, 30 minutes to get places. And you spend a lot more time around your house with family doing that kind of stuff compared to, that faster pace of life that the capital region has and other, big city areas have. So Southern Maryland just is that slow down, enjoy nature, enjoy life. All right, so number 4, and if you've watched these videos on this channel a lot, my favorite thing to do in Southern Maryland is enjoy the water. And so a lot of people are choosing to move to Southern Maryland because of the water. So the water is everywhere in Southern Maryland. We have fresh water, we have brackish water, and we have the Chesapeake Bay, which is also brackish water. But there's rivers, there's lakes. You can go to the Chesapeake Bay. You can have different types of boats. You can go all the way up from that 40-foot kind of motorboat or sailboat. You could also have like a smaller ski boat, or you can even have a rowboat or kayak, and there's water everywhere for you to enjoy. Now, also, if you're someone that's looking for waterfront, there's lots of shoreline, especially in St. Mary's County. And with the lower home prices, it also translates to waterfront. So you can find a better, a bigger home on the water for a similar price that you'd be paying for a home in, I don't know, Annapolis that's a smaller home with a smaller lot. So you can get that estate feel in St. Mary's County compared to Annapolis. Getting that estate feel can cost you millions of dollars compared to St. Mary's County. All right, and the last thing a lot of people said, and this kind of goes with that sparsely suburban area, it's just bigger lots everywhere. A lot of people say that they want to just, when they get down here, they want to have 2 acres, maybe a neighbor on a side or two, and just be able to do what they want at their house and kind of spread out and not have their neighbors right there. And that's a big thing. Like, I'm working with different people right now looking for waterfront, and while the location of these townhomes that they were looking at was great, the fact that there's people right there, they have that where they live already. They don't want to come down here and have to be around people. They're escaping all those people to be down here away from people on the water. So the nice thing about Southern Maryland is you can find that a lot easier and for a lot less than you can in the capital region. All right, but like I said, there are some cons to it, and these are a few things that when I ask people why they're moving to Southern Maryland, these are the things that they said, well, I am moving to Southern Maryland, but I'm a little hesitant with these things. So 2 things that I saw were the biggest cons, and number 1 is the travel. So with it being further away from the capital region area, you sometimes have to go into work, you have to go to IKEA, you have to go to different places, and it's a commute. You know, you're going 45 minutes to an hour to some of those places, hour and a half, depending on where you are in Southern Maryland. And if you don't like to drive, that can be a pain in the butt. Now, the nice thing is when we're down here, we find that it's only special occasions that we're going, like we're going up to see the Blue Man Group at the Kennedy Center. And, you know, stuff like that where we're excited to do those things so it doesn't feel as bad to make that, you know, hour and a half drive up there. But at the same time, you know, there are days that I wish I was right there close to it, but those days are far less than the days that I really enjoy being, you know, down here with space to sprawl, with, you know, nature all around me and stuff like that. All right, and so the other con was, and I thought this was interesting, and these are people that have been here for a little while, maybe that I worked with in the past, is they're starting to see it kind of expand more. So their con was Southern Maryland was great when they first moved here, and now with everyone deciding they want to move here, it's getting more populated. Now, I'm going to say that I agree with them that there's more people coming, and that's the point of this video, is to tell you that more people are coming. But also, I think Southern Maryland is doing a good job of kind of expanding responsibly, and we still have a lot of room to spread out. So a lot of the expansion and a lot of the shops and things like that that are going in different areas are really centralized in different areas around the main arteries of the roads. And if you get away from those, it still is that rural Southern Maryland feel. So you'll be able to soon, hopefully, travel, you know, 10 to 15 minutes instead of 35 to an hour to get the stuff you need because of that expansion that's happening in Southern Maryland. All right, well, hopefully this information was helpful. If you have any questions or need any help, like I said, call me, text me, and I'll be happy to help you. You can also scroll down to the first comment, click on the link, and it'll schedule a Zoom meeting one-on-one with me where we can talk about all of your home buying needs. And last but not least, if you haven't yet, make sure you click the subscribe button, click the little bell so you're notified every single time we put out new content about moving to Southern Maryland. See you on the next video.